3 weeks ago, a guy rolled in with a 2019 Toyota Camry, 58,000 miles. Full service history, every receipt kept in a folder. Engine was knocking so bad I could hear it from the parking lot. He did one thing wrong. Every single oil change, same bottle, same brand, wrong viscosity for that engine. That mistake cost him $4,200, and he had no idea he was even making it. I see this every week. I'm going to show you exactly what he did, so you don't make the same call. Mistake 5. Wrong viscosity in modern Japanese engines. Let's start with the exact mistake that Camry owner made. He'd been using 10W40 his whole life. His father used it, his uncle used it, so he used it. Never questioned it once. The problem is, his Camry needs 0W20, and those two numbers are not interchangeable, no matter what anyone tells you. Most people assume thicker oil means better protection. That logic made sense 30 years ago. But modern Japanese engines are built with incredibly tight internal tolerances. The oil pump, the bearing clearances, the variable valve timing system. Everything is precision engineered around a thin, fast-flowing oil that reaches every part of the engine within seconds of startup. When you pour 10W40 into that engine, your bearings and camshaft lobes are getting almost no lubrication during those first critical seconds. You cannot hear it. You cannot feel it. But every cold start is doing damage that adds up quietly. Eventually it shows up as timing chain tensioner wear or VVT actuator failure. And by that point, you are already looking at $1,800 minimum. Check your manual. If it says 0W20, use 0W20. Not 5W30. Not 10W40. Exactly what it says. Mistake 4. Ignoring the cold start rating here is something that surprises almost every driver. Up to 80% of all engine wear happens in the first 30 to 60 seconds after a cold start. Not on the highway. Not during hard acceleration. Right there in your driveway before the engine has even begun to warm up. The W in your oil grade stands for winter. A 0W oil flows at -40 degrees. A 10W only flows properly down to -30. 10 degrees sounds like nothing, but inside your engine on a cold morning, that gap is the difference between oil reaching your bearings in under 2 seconds, or your engine running metal on metal, while the oil slowly works its way through the system. I had a customer last winter who bought 10W30 because it was on sale. His engine called for 0W20. By spring, there was a low rumble at idle. By summer, he needed lower-end bearing work. Bill came to just under $3,000. He saved $8 on that oil. If your engine calls for a 0W rating, do not substitute it regardless of price or availability. Mistake 3. Thin oil in high-mileage older engines. This one catches people who genuinely think they are doing the right thing. You have an older Honda, Toyota, or Nissan. Someone at the parts store tells you modern full synthetic 0W20 is the best oil available, so you buy it thinking you are giving your old engine the best care possible. Here is the problem. Your 1998 Accord or your 2002 Corolla was engineered around 10W30 or 10W40. The internal clearances are slightly wider than modern engines, and those engines need that extra film thickness to maintain proper oil pressure. When you run thin 0W20 through an older worn engine, the oil slips through those gaps too easily. Pressure drops, and the first sign is a ticking sound from the valve train at startup that most people ignore because it goes away once the engine warms up. It is not nothing. That tick is metal moving against metal. If your car was built before 2005 and calls for 10W30 or 10W40, stay with it. Drop a comment telling me what car you are driving and how many kilometers it has. I read every one. Mistake 2. Right viscosity wrong approval rating. This one specifically destroys turbocharged European engines. BMW, Mercedes, Audi, Volkswagen. These engines do not just need the right viscosity. They need oil carrying the exact manufacturer approval code for that specific engine. Your BMW B58 does not just need 5W30. It needs 5W30 with BMW Long Life Euro 4 approval. Your Mercedes M264 needs 22951. Your Audi EA888 needs VW 504 or 507. A generic 5W30 without that approval code puts chemically incompatible oil into an engine running at very high temperatures. Wrong chemistry causes timing chain failures, camshaft scoring, and catalytic converter contamination. Timing chain work on a BMW N20 lands between $3,000 and $7,000 consistently. The approval code on the back of the bottle is not a marketing detail. It is an engineering requirement. Mistake 1. Trusting the quick lube upsell. This is the mistake behind almost every engine complaint that comes into this shop. Walk into any fast oil change franchise and the person at the counter will suggest a heavier viscosity than your manual specifies. Not because it protects your engine better, but because the margin is higher, and you will never connect that conversation to the repair bill you get 18 months later. Your owner's manual was written by the engineers who built your specific engine. Every bearing clearance, every tolerance, every operating temperature was factored into that specification. When you override it because of a sales pitch or a habit, you are combining every mistake on this list at once. Wrong cold start behavior, wrong film thickness, wrong chemistry. All of it traces back to ignoring 12 words on a single page sitting in your glove box right now. The difference between an engine that reaches 300,000 kilometers and one that is finished at 120,000 is almost never bad luck. It is small decisions made consistently in the wrong direction over time. If this video helped you, hit subscribe. Real mechanical advice every single day. No fluff, just what actually keeps your engine alive. And drop a comment telling me where you are watching from and what car you are driving. I want to know how many of you have been running the wrong oil without even knowing it.